So today we are talking about how to solve palindromic substrings. So the question says, given a string X, return the number of palindromic substrings in it. A string is a palindrome when it reads the same backward as forward. A string is continuous sequences of characters within the string. So the first example we have is X, the string is equal to ABC. And the number of palindromic substring, that will be 3 because each single character can form a palindrome because if it's A, right, the forward is same as the backward. And the second one is the string is AAA 38 and the output is 6. So as we said before, every single character can form a palindrome, and it could be like an even number and odd number. So and then we have AA and 2 double A. So I'm going to show you a table to visualize how we are going to solve this problem. So for example, in this table, we have our 38, and so for our starting point, we either start with the first A, second A, and third A. So that's being said, our character can be the starting points. So first of all, we need to initialize the table with all 2, and then start with the diagonal, because the diagonal is the starting point for each case. So for example, here is example. So here our I, the first A is I, also our start point, and then the last A is J is our start point. We know A is equal to 8, but there's a potential palindromic. So we need to check the middle strings. So then the next case, that will be I plus 1 and J plus 1. If the next one is, if this and this can perform a palindrome, so it means this whole string is palindromed. Yeah. So so means we need to store our starting point has to start from the bottom to the top, because when we are here, if we can see here, this A is equal to this A. So when this is equal, we need to check I plus 1 and J minus 1 to see if it's palindromes. If it is, and we just make it as true. If it's not, we just make it as 4. So since it is true, so this is true, right? So so let's go back to the coding to see how we are going to write the code. Right, so let's get the size of the string is n, length of x. And then we need to initialize a table called dp. Dp equal to so every entry we make as true times n for underscore in range of n. Then we need to traverse for I in range of n minus 1, because our starting point is from n minus 1 to negative 1 and stop at negative 1, and the step is 1. And then for j in range of I plus 1 to n. So if x I equal xj, then so if I equal j, it has to be 2. So because the diagonal is our starting point for each case, there's always 2. True. Else dp I and j that equal to dp the table in I plus 1 and j minus 1. Else, if they are not equal, your trailer definitely is 4. Equal 4. Now, once we finish to updating the DP tables, and then we just need to count how many true we have from the diagonal to the top corner. So let's set the answer equals 0 for I in range n. For j, not really. So it's n minus 1, negative 1. Stop at 1. And for j in range of I plus 1 to n. So if dpi date equal to, and we just increase the answer. At the end, we return our answer. So let's run it. There's something wrong for our code. Show ABC. Oh, not here is not I plus 1. It is just I, because the diagonal is I equal j. So we cannot skip. We actually skip the diagonal. So we cannot skip the diagonal. Oh. Ew. So here is we start with end, and our j start with I because we check all the case from the diagonal. So my bad. Yes. So let's check another one. A 3A. Yeah, looks good. So let's try to submit it. Right, it looks good. So for these questions, the time complexity is actually below of n squared because we need to check all the cases for our DP tables, which is a size of n times n. And then the space complexity is below of n squared as well because we are store all the substrings into the each the length of so it means we create an n times n table to store each entries. So it's below of n squared. Yeah. So that's this question, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time.